Welcome back to Championship Court. Men's singles bronze medal action. The number 3 seed, Jack Foster, taking on the unseeded Amar Wazir. Both of these players played incredibly competitive semifinals. Foster falling to Grayson Golden, Wazir running into Chris Hayworth. This has the potential to be a very intriguing matchup. You have Foster's power versus Wazir's court coverage.
Yeah, I'm quite interested to see this one, and Foster is quite good at the cat and mouse game as well. So, I think what it's going to come down to is, can Wazir get a good return off of the Foster serve, because Foster will go on those runs 5, 6, 7 points off the serve. But also too is Wazir going to be able to just run Foster down and make him scramble and find that backhand?
Wazir able to handle the Hayworth serve for the most part. How does Foster's differ from Hayworth's that Wazir will have to contend with?
It's actually very, very similar. Foster's is a little bit flatter than Hayworth's. Hayworth and Golden very similar with their serves as far as a shorter, compact topspin. Kind of just accelerate through with the wrist. Foster's has that tendency to, one will hit and slide, one will kick up, one will go left, one will go right. So it's very difficult to predict with Foster's serve, just because it's a little bit more unorthodox motion.
Wazir actually was leading Chris Hayworth, the top seed, in game number 1 of their men's singles semi. He was up 8-5 before Hayworth made a run, and the first point goes to Wazir. Went for the big forehand and missed 1-all.
That's a good return there from Wazir.
And that was a big point of emphasis towards the end of the 2024 season. And you've already mentioned it several times, especially on the men's side here in this opening day of 2025. The return of serves as they continue to get bigger will be so important. A little inside out point for Foster.
Well, I mean, there's just so much power in the game now that if you can't apply pressure from the get-go, then it's extremely difficult to take control of a point.
Foster able to take the lead here in game number 1 off of the missed return from Wazir. Trading service sides.
Well,
what a backhand. That was nice.
Yeah, good hold there from Wazir. Waits for Foster to take just a little half step toward the forehand. And rolls that ball back cross court.
Not a whole lot of margin on that backhand. Plenty of margin on the forehand. Foster thinks he should have let it go long.
Well, Foster was thinking about letting it go right there and then just didn't drop the paddle. Well, tried to drop the paddle, just not fast enough. Wazir does have very good footwork. Gets a... Ooh, that was there.
How many is that today?
Sorry. I don't know how many times I've said sorry.
I mean, that feels like it's got to be 6 or 7.
At least. I think I'm in
You were literally in the middle of a compliment.
Double digits.
Foster pushes it wide. Another point for Wazir.
Anyway, what I was saying is Wazir does have very good footwork. Gets to the ball well, sets himself up. He's able to get around that backhand and hit a inside-out forehand as well. So we see right there.
On cue. 3-point lead. Listen, I mean, you talk them into an error, you talk them into a winner. You give and you take.
Yeah. Tit for tat.
Swinging volley winner for Wazir. He's out to an early 4-point lead.
The thing that I'm liking about Wazir as well is that he's staying pretty composed. You know, we haven't seen a whole lot of emotion come out of him in the 2 matches that we've seen him here on center court.
On the flip side of that, Jack Foster, maybe not the loudest in terms of emotion, but he's definitely expressive with his body language. You know him well. What can you tell by just seeing the way that Foster is on court right now?
Foster is one of those players that does get frustrated, and you can see the physical frustration come out of it. However, Foster also plays his best when he's behind and having to kind of fight for something.
We saw that in Game 2 of his semifinal against Grayson Golden. Got out to a great start in that second game as Wazir comes out of the timeout, another winner. Five-point lead here in Game 1 of the men's singles bronze medal match. Able to cross him up. Foster gets back on serve. Missed forehand. Self-inflicted.
Well, that's where Foster just has to be a little bit more aggressive with it. Kind of slow down the swing, slow it down through contact.
Just painting lines is Wazir's 6-point lead.
Referee, a little confused. Thought that was a game point.
Wazir came through qualies. He was the qualifier number 8 as he can't make the scoop there.
Nice return there from Foster.
Got the last qualifying spot in the draw.
Say it's a pretty good run this week.
Certainly a great start if you're coming back out on tour as he puts away the easy volley.
That's a very nice volley there. Stab volley on the backhand. Foster tracks it down, but nothing he can do. Wazir opens that court up completely.
And a missed return. Wazir in control here in game number 1. Got a little bit of help as we talk about his path through the draw. Round of 16. Took down Barlow after Barlow upset the 4-seed John Cangelosi in 3 games.
What was that name again?
Cangelosi. I think I had trouble with John is actually where we had the issue.
Yeah, I had trouble with have today, so I can't talk.
It's okay. We got a long season to go, buddy.
Had to have. Oh, just
wide. All of game number 1 belongs to Amar Wazir. 15-6 over Jack Foster. Game number 2 of our men's singles bronze medal match coming up after this.
The BioFreeze USA Pickleball National Championships. November 10th through the 17th in Mesa, Arizona. Designed for pickleball's best. Amateurs and pros alike. 14 tournaments. 14 opportunities. Find your golden ticket tournament. Earn your title.
It's hard to find supplements that work. No, thank you. You need supplements that are backed by science with natural and plant-based ingredients and that are third-party tested. Because cleaner is better. Like Ora Organic. Plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at oraorganic.com.
When my hearing changed, Hearing Life understood. I don't just want to keep hearing my friends. I want to keep being me.
Book a complimentary hearing assessment with one of our hearing professionals and see how our personalized care can help you keep being you. Love your ears at Hearing Life.
Welcome back. Amar Wazir took game number 1 in convincing fashion, 15-6 over the 3-seed Jack Foster here in our men's singles bronze medal match. What's the biggest adjustment that Foster needs to make here in the second game?
Well, right now, Foster looks like the legs are troubling him just a little bit.
You had mentioned, of course, that Foster had meniscus surgery in December. Looked to be moving well, but there is...
Well,
you
when,
do have
when you
to...
play
there's a
and
recovery
then
time,
sit,
right.
and then play and sit, have a tendency to stiffen up.
You see Foster looking at the line after the big serve from Wazir. Another big serve back-to-back on the back of the baseline. A little too flat on the forehand as Foster finally on the board. Missed return from Wazir as Foster returns the favor on the serve. Well played from Foster.
Ball just skipped there for Wazir. Looked down at the court like it potentially hit something. A little unlucky with the net cord there for Foster, but a good adjustment for Wazir.
Nicely constructed point there from Wazir. Forehand winner pushes him back in front.
Oh, just out.
Wazir has shown the court coverage, he's shown the power, a little finesse sneaking in as well. The win not doing Foster any favors either.
No, and the frustration setting in for Foster right now.
Meanwhile, on the other side, Wazir very calm and collected. You hit it earlier. Doesn't seem to be rattled by much from what we've seen in his 2 matches here on championship court.
Yeah, no, he's kind of does a good job of just keeping everything composed. He got down against Hayworth and had that opportunity to really show some frustration and just reset.
Coming up after this men's singles bronze medal match, don't go anywhere. We've got women's singles bronze medal action coming up. The 4-seed Judith Castillo trying to grab her first medal of 2025 against Daria Walczak, who has made her deepest run of her career in the women's singles draw. That should be an interesting matchup as well in terms of Castillo versus Walczak. Differing styles.
Yeah, and I think with that one, it's almost very similar as far as their semifinals, where it's going to be whoever comes up to the kitchen line and controls it is really going to come away with it. And right now, Wazir kind of extending the lead, putting the pressure on Foster.
You talk about control. Wazir in total control, up a game and 4 points here in our men's singles bronze medal match. That's not a ball that you typically see Foster miss.
No. Foster kind of has a little chuckle to himself with that one. You get times where you just get in the funk and you can't kind of shake it. Right now, that's how Foster's feeling.
A couple of self-inflicted wounds for Foster, and it's a 6-point Wazir lead. It's the first of 4 days of action here on the APP Tour at the Fort. Nice ball. Ooh.
Oh,
I was ready to call it a winner.
Stop
and
it.
instead it's Wazir coming through.
He was completely off the court.
Wow. Listen, I'm here for more of this in 2025.
Speed is a valuable asset.
I would not know.
At least you're honest.
Listen, you gotta play to your strengths.
Oh, that's it too. Wow. Nice
that
control
dash
there
for Foster.
Wazir.
Wazir doing everything right.
So what you're saying is you weren't a slap hitter in softball.
I was not. I hit bombs. Something I know you know about as well.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Oh, Foster can't make the pickup. It's match point for Wazir. Solid return there from Foster. Raises the arms to the sky like, thank you.
Well, that's what I think Foster needs to do more of is just go for the big return. Yeah, too good.
Good angle from Wazir. He's worked himself a second match point. Missed return from the final qualifying spot to a bronze medalist. Amar Wazir making the most of his trip to Fort Lauderdale. Women's bronze medal match coming up next.